Hi everyone.
Hi.
How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope week one's gone good at home, and I hope some of you had a chance to have a look at the video that we did for you last week in relation to your ground strokes. So remember, there's a lot to do with these turns and these nice straight swings coming straight through at the ball on your forehands and your backhands. I hope you got out into your gardens or in your living rooms and you practiced your uppies or your twisties. And remember, one thing I always try and encourage you to do is whatever number you can get to, just try and keep beating it, okay? So whenever I get Evelyn in the garden and she can do 5 uppies, right, tomorrow we've got to try and beat that and get 6. Next day 7, next day 8. Keep building on those racket skills, because remember, it's a good way to warm the arm and the body up, okay? This video is all about volleys. So the shots that, as you all know, are the shots that you play near the net. So I'm going to quickly ask Evelyn if she knows a couple of questions. So volleys, do you swing at the ball or do you just have a little punchy?
So you have a little step and then just bang.
Little punch, well done. Does the ball bounce or not bounce?
Not bounce.
Excellent. Do you get right on top of the net or do you have to stop a little bit further?
No, you
shorter.
Stop here.
Excellent. Okay, so we're just going to go through the forehand volley and the backhand volley in this video, okay? Before we get into it, because as you can see, we've made a makeshift half of a tennis court in our back garden, okay? We've got the baseline at the back, we've got the service line in the middle, and we've got the centre line there, with 2 white cones as markers for Evelyn to be able to visually know when to stop. So if any of you parents are out there and you're going to try and practice your volleys, you know, I know obviously most of us won't have a net, but if you can make a line and put right net on it so the kids know where it is, and then put a couple of markers down, you know, about 1 meter away from it, half a meter away from it if they're a little bit younger, okay, so they're getting used to not getting right on top of the net. That's very important, okay? We'll go through it from how they hold the grip, and we'll go through it in different stages of the volleys, how they do it when they're first beginning, and then how they develop it as they get a little bit older, okay? As always, we're going to just start with a few warm-up exercises. We're not going to do the uppies and the downies and the twisties because we did that last video. But again, once you're getting your feet moving and you've done your side steps, the next little game you could do with mummy or daddy, okay, is pinch the ball. Okay, so pinch the ball. Come on over. Is when the ball's on the floor. Okay. First game is you've just both got a ball and you're going to take your ball for a walk by tapping the ball with both sides of the racket. So if we just have a little run around, tapping the ball with both sides of the racket. Okay? Both sides of the racket. What you're not going to do, and what some of you still do when you come on the tennis courts, you're not going to hit the ball miles away and run after it. The ball has to stay very close to your racket. Okay? That's stage 1. Stage 2 is when you hit the ball off your forehand side, you use one hand. When you go to hit the ball off your backhand side, you put your other hand on. So now going from one hand to 2 hand, 1 hand, 2 hand, 1 hand to 2 hand. Give it a go, Evelyn. 1 hand, 2 hand.
1 hand.
So that's all right. 1 hand. Go. To 2 hand. 1 hand, 2 hand. Yeah. 1 hand, 2 hand, 1 hand, 2 hand. Excellent. Okay. So that's a nice little warm up just to get used to using both sides of your racket. So steal the ball, pinch the ball, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Evelyn's got the ball, and she's going to control it with a racket. She shouts go, and I've got to go and try and pinch it with my racket.
1, 2, 3, go!
Right, you're going to go and try and pinch it. You're trying to cue it away. Oh, I've got it. Right, you've got to come and pinch it off me. Oh, she's got it back. Right, go and get it. Go and try and pinch the ball. Get it off. Okay, come and get it. Come and get it.
Get it. Yeah.
Ah, get the idea? Okay. Very important though, safety reasons, especially if it's your mum and dad, you don't just start swinging your racket around. Keep the racket near, copy me, keep the racket near the ground. Just keep the racket frame on the ground near the ball, okay? And that'll just really, again, get the heart rate pumping, all right?
And especially don't get it near somebody else.
Yes, correct. Okay, so we're going to move on to stage 1 of your volley. So I'm going to ask Evelyn to go and stand on the service line. So as you can see, she's on the service line. What I like to do is always get the kids to practice movement forwards, then into the ready position, and then perform the stroke that I'm asking them to play. Okay, so they're getting used to that movement forwards and backwards. So stage 1 is doing just a simple forehand and backhand volley as if it's like a lollipop lady. So they're going to run on in, they're going to turn, and they're just going to have a go with their forehand volley. They're going to get used to turning their racket to the other side of the head. So then the knuckles, put your other hand on, and then just again having that little bit of movement forwards with the backhand volley and then moving back. So watch stage 1. Here we go. You ready, Evelyn?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, ready, go. Run forward, racket up first, tap. Right, has she gone too close? Yes. There, stop. Good, ready position, turn for the backhand. Yeah, go, run back. Right, and another thing I always try and encourage them to do is when they're moving back to the service line, get them to move back, looking at you. So they move back in this motion, okay? Are you ready? Let's do that again. Stage 1, go. Racket up, tap, turn, no, just turn, go. Good, go back. Let's do that one more. Ready, go. Racket up, tap, good, tap, excellent. Okay, that's stage 1. Stage 2, everybody. You get them to move from this position, lollipop, lollipop, to a little bit more how the adults and older juniors do it, which is where they keep the racket in that shaking hands grip, and they just turn the racket a little bit more to the side, then they have that movement forward. Good, Evelyn. Yeah, and then you turn it to the other side, and then you just have that little bit of movement forward. You're not worrying about the feet yet. They just turn and concentrate on getting that racket head moving forward. So let's do stage 2. Evelyn, go and get ready. Here we go. Ready, position, and go. Racket a bit more to the side. Through. Good. A bit more to the side. Go back, go back, go back. That's okay. The same rules apply for children as they do for adults. If they have the racket face closed too much, it'll go in the net. So encourage the children to have that racket very slightly open when you're moving it more to the side. Let's try that again. Ready? Go. To the side. Good try. Try that again. To the side. Good. That's okay. Backhand. Go. Good. Do 2 more. Go. Good. How did you move back?
So,
Did you do a little spinny thing?
I
Yeah. We don't do that in tennis. Just go straight back.
don't like when.
Just go back. Yeah. No, I asked you to do just go straight back. Ready? Go. Turn to the side. Through. Turn to the side and go back. Looking at me. Looking at me. Good. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Go. Turn to the side. That doesn't matter. Through. Why are you this close to the net? Go. Go back. Go back. Not too bad. So that's obviously, we can put that line back, Evelyn.
Yeah, what's it like about
Just
here?
there. That's good. Okay. Right. And finally, stage 3 is when they've come into the net. They're in this position. And as they turn that racket to the side, you're going to try and work on them stepping to the ball, same as the adults do and the older juniors, on their forehand volley. Forehand volley, one hand or 2 hands?
This way.
Is it 1 hand or 2 hands?
It's 1.
Good. And then they're going to step with their opposite foot. Wrong foot. Left foot. Good. Back to the ready position. Their backhand volley, 1 hand or 2 hands, Evelyn?
2 hands.
And they're going to step with their opposite foot. Go back. So, little exercise. Come back so everyone can see our feet. Are you ready? You're going to copy Dad. Ready? On our toes. Turn the racket. Step. Wrong foot. Let's try that again. Ready position. Turn. Step. Good. Back to the ready position. Turn to your backhand volley. Step. Good. Back to the ready position. Back to the ready position. Good. One hand. Turn your feet a bit more this way. Good. And step. Good. And back. You don't have to have such a big step. Turn. Two hands. Step. Okay. So we're going to get Evelyn to have a go at doing that forehand volley and backhand volley, but now with the steps. Okay. At this age, until they're a lot older, you don't teach a one-handed volley. It's all two hands. All two hands. Strength, obviously. Okay, so do you want to go get ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. So you're going to come no closer than the white cones, remember. But as you go to hit the volley, you're then going to have a go at stepping towards it. Ready, go. Turn, step. Good. Back to ready position. Turn and step. Good try. Back you go. Back you go. Good. Ready, go. Turn, step. Good. Turn, step. Good. Back you go. Ready position. Go. Stop. Step. Good. Time the step. Through. Good. Let's do one more. Go, go, go. Back, back, back. And go. Turn, step. Turn, step. Excellent. Okay. So that's a great little exercise for you to practice with your kids in relation to the volleys. And as you can see, we're getting the kids to, for their ground strokes, turn your feet, and it's a swing all the way through. Ready position, turn for your two-handed, all the way through. As you bring them up for the volleys, it's you lifting the racket head just that little bit higher. You turn and step with a small swing, not that foot, it's this foot. There. Back to the ready position. It's that little turn and just that little step. Okay, that's obviously the stage 3 step. Okay, so recap. Stage 1. Run to the net, lollipop, tap. Turn the racket to the other side of your head, lollipop, tap. Run back. Stage 2. Run to the net, slight turn, rackets up, but it's not lollipop, just a little punch forward. Back to the ready position, backhand volley, turn, rackets up, a little punch forward. Okay, stage 3, run to the net, do that turn again, but as you go to punch the racket forward, step. Back to the ready position. As you're turning that racket and you're about to swing it forward, step. Okay, and remember, no big swings. Okay, so that's this week's little practice out in the garden with your parents or with your big brother or your big sister or grandma or whoever's at home with you. Hope that's helped. Stay safe and we'll see you soon. Bye.